Do you know the real value of undocumented immigrants here in the United States? I know you don't, and that is the reason why I am making this video today in English, so you, as an American citizen, can understand what's the real value, money-wise, of all these undocumented immigrants. We hear lots of narratives from the Democratic side and the Republican side against immigrants. And yes, I know President Trump is actually deporting a lot of criminals, which is amazing because, let's say it, like if people are going to come to this country, they need to come to work, they need to come to do their best to have an honest and a really productive life. Totally agree. But even these people who have an honest and a very productive life go under a lot of criticism from both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans. And I honestly feel the need to explain this in English because this criticism is not even fair. Let me tell you this. Undocumented immigrants in the United States contribute with $96 billion in taxes that go to Medicare and Social Security. Yes, you heard right. $96 billion in Medicare and taxes and Social Security. Why? Because these undocumented immigrants obviously work with fake Social Security numbers or not valid or whatever, but they still pay taxes and they still get taken out everything they are supposed to be taken out, like Medicare and Social Security. And all of them, I don't know how many there are, but they all of them contribute with $96 billion in the United States. You didn't know that. Now, that's not the only thing they contribute with, in this country. There's also another huge amount that nobody talks about, and that's unclaimed taxes. These people are taking taxes out of their paycheck, right? And that's the amount that goes to what I just said, Medicare and Social Security. But as an American citizen, you can actually claim taxes back at the end of the year, and the government could give you money back, right? Well, all these undocumented immigrants cannot claim any taxes back because their Social Securities are not valid. So the IRS is very clever, and even if the number is not valid, they still take the taxes out, so Medicare and Social Security and other things get paid, but they don't return any taxes to these undocumented immigrants. So there's another chunk of money in unclaimed taxes that these people never get back. And that's probably more than $1 trillion a year. Yeah, just like you heard it. In 2022, undocumented immigrants paid $96 billion on Medicare and Social Security. And yes, in 2022, in 2023, in 2024, in 2021, in 2020, and all these years, they still cannot claim taxes, obviously. And that's probably more than $1 trillion every year just in unclaimed taxes. So here's the question. Are they really taking advantage of the government? Are they really taking advantage of the system when they are paying more money than what they take back? Because let's be honest and let's be fair. These people, undocumented people in the United States, cannot get any benefits from the government. Now, don't take me wrong. The Democrats became so crazy with their own ideas that I stopped supporting the Democrats a long time ago. I am more inclined towards the Republican beliefs. However, neither Democrats nor Republicans have any idea of what these people really are for the country. Maybe really high up there, maybe Trump knows, because he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's just deporting criminals. He wants to keep the honest people You know, the people that came to this country to provide for their families and to really try to have a better life, which is amazing. But then the question is, why after years and years and years of these undocumented immigrants, you know, of paying taxes and working hard, why aren't they allowed to become legal in the country? I think, and this is my opinion, only my opinion, you can give me yours in the comments, but I think because literally the country makes more money with them being illegal than being legal. If they were legal, the country would be losing at least $1 trillion a year because these undocumented immigrants would be able to actually claim their taxes back at the end of the year. And that's at least $1 trillion they are keeping now. So I think that's one of the main reasons the government will make it really hard for these people to become legal. But then at the end, even if they don't become legal, they are still paying taxes and they are still not getting their taxes back. So it's even. The government, the country gets all the benefits from these people's work, and these people get to have a better life and gets to provide to their families. It's a fair, I mean, not fair, but yes, fair situation. Hopefully the government, hopefully Trump in this term will legalize all these DACA, you know, these people, the dreamers, kids that came here illegally because their parents moved from their countries, but they came really young, when they were really kids. Now these kids are grown, they are, you know, they have families, they have businesses, they are successful people. They deserve to be legalized. Other people that deserve to be legalized are all these parents, all these, you know, moms and pops that work their butts off their entire lives, you know, having a very honest and productive life to support their families, to provide for them. They also deserve to be legalized. They've been paying taxes every year for many years. So I hope that you guys, somebody would understand this in the Anglo world because nobody talks about it. Nobody. And this is a reality. You can go Google it and find out for yourself. Don't believe me, just go and do it yourself. But this is a reality, and these people are paying a lot of money. So stop talking shit about them and value their work and respect them because they are actually probably working harder than you are. And another thing, all these people say, oh, these immigrants are taking Americans' jobs. Let me tell you something. If an immigrant without knowing how to speak English, without any knowledge about the system, how the system works, without knowing how the culture works, without knowing any of this, takes your job, I'm sorry, but he deserves your job, and you don't. Literally. And we live in a capitalistic country. You know, this is competition. You want to be the best? Work your butt off like everybody else. They are. Are you?